Welcome to the Product Management View webinar series. I'm Susanna Baum from FeaturePlan, one of the sponsors of the webinar, and I will be your moderator today. And today I'm happy to introduce Brian Lawley, our very excited speaker who will be talking to you today about how to run a high-impact product launch. Now, just to tell you a little bit about what you're going to hear today, companies spend months or even years building great products that meet the needs of their customers. Yet when it comes to bringing them to market effectively and getting the biggest possible return for their investment, companies often do not develop an effective plan or execute it well. A high-impact product launch can set a positive trajectory for your product's success for years to come. Do the launch right, and you'll reap the benefits of significant early revenues, industry and competitive visibility, and excellent press and PR coverage. This session will cover creating a plan, setting goals, budgeting, timing, positioning, messaging, and other critical factors for maximizing your ROI. So just to tell you a little bit about Brian, Brian Lawley is a seasoned consultant of product marketing and product management who helps companies create breakthrough products and generate momentum in the marketplace. Through the course of his career, Brian has helped companies define, launch, and market over 25 highly successful products. As a consultant, he has served as acting vice president and acting director of marketing for several clients. He frequently speaks on the topic of marketing and product management, is editor of the 280 Insider newsletter, and publishes articles in a variety of publications related to these topics. He is the president of the Silicon Valley Product Management Association, was nominated for the 2006 Product Management Excellence Award for Thought Leadership by the AIPMM, and has been featured on CNBC's World Business Review, and has even served on the board of directors for the California Coast Music Camp. So today, to speak to you about how to run a high-impact product launch, I am very happy to introduce Brian Lawley. Take it away, Brian.
Well,
Brian?
Good morning, everyone. Yes. And thanks for joining us, or good afternoon, as the case may be. I wanted to start off by thanking FeaturePlan for giving me the opportunity to speak at this webinar and present the information. This is a really excellent series that they put on, and I'm very, very thankful for being able to participate. What I'm going to talk to you about today is how to run a high-impact product launch, and I'm going to share some of the lessons and tips and strategies that I've learned over the years, both in terms of when I was working in the corporate world for companies like Apple Computer and Symantec and Claris, and as well as the lessons I've learned as a consultant running my company, the 280 Group. The agenda is going to be as follows. I'll tell you a little bit about my background. We'll talk about the value of a well-executed launch and why it's critical to your success. We'll talk about the different types of launches, setting goals, and then I'll go through what the critical elements of a successful launch are going to be. And we'll touch base on a few of the best practices at the end of the presentation. So a little bit about my background. Susanna read my bio. For the past 9 years, I've run a company called the 280 Group, and we're a product marketing and product management services firm. We do consulting and provide contractors and training and templates to companies and really help them implement best practices and make their products more successful. As part of that, we offer what are called the 280 Group toolkits. And these are a combination of templates, presentations, white papers, and samples on a variety of topics. And the one we're going to be focusing on today is the Product Launch Toolkit. Now, in addition to this presentation, the Launch Toolkit has a whole variety of templates and guidelines and samples, things like product launch marketing budget, launch plans, collateral checklists, and a whole range of other things. But what we're going to do today is just go through the content, and you should have a really good idea of, from a planning perspective and an execution perspective, what the critical elements are going to be when you run your product launches. As I mentioned, I've launched over 25 products in my career for a variety of companies: Apple, Symantec, Claris, startup called Whistle, Adobe, and I'm going to be taking sort of the best tips and best information I've learned from doing all of this and showing it to you in the presentation.